All right, we are live. My throat always gets. All right. So again, just so you guys know, I was off yesterday. Um, I don't think anybody really cares why I was off. Um, up late. Yeah. Now, Cassidy, I'll tell you this, brother. So my mother's here. Yesterday, I had to take her to DMV, to get car stuff done. It didn't get done, and we were there for a while. So yeah, it's fun. She's probably gonna pop in a little because she's leaving this morning. It's okay, brother. I appreciate you, man. Listen, there's other people that were like, "Where were you?" They were DMing me on Instagram, like, "Where were you yesterday?" It's 1 day off in I don't know how many days. I don't think I've taken a day off this year, to be honest. I man, we can listen, brother, if you want, we can talk today. I have a lighter day, as you saw what I put on here, a few calls, and then I'm just prepping with listing coming up, next paperwork's already done. It's gonna be, probably, I think probably 600, probably be that. We got it at 4%, and, so I'm prepping for that, and, so with this, again, we keep coming. We put another I think we have another contract on one of them that I have that's gonna get accepted, for 875 at, 3%. So but I'm free, brother, today, so, yeah, we can definitely hop on a call. Here, brother, I'm gonna do this. When is YouTube no. Actually, uh, go to IG and DM me in IG, and I will, 12:30. I might still be prepping. Let me see. Today it's 9. I might be able to do that. I might be able to do that. Shoot me a DM, brother, in Instagram, and I'll pop my personal cell there, and then we'll hit it up. We'll chat it up. So, yeah, I appreciate you, man. Listen, I appreciate you popping in. Just to give you guys an idea, yesterday, I wasn't here. I really didn't work yesterday. Once my morning routine is very regimented, so when it gets kind of taken away, something else comes up, the whole day just kind of, goes by the way. I'm up about 4 o'clock. I get to the gym at 4:30. I'm done at 6:30, home, showered, coffee made by 7:30. A role play usually 7:30 to 8, and then 8, I'm kinda prepping here to jump on the phones. And then from 8 to, like, 10, 8:30, 9, 8:30, 8:45 to, like, I don't know, 10:30, quarter to 11, depending on how the day went on the phones. That's what I'll do, and then I'll eat at 11. I have another call Tuesdays. I have my group call at 11 o'clock with the team. We go over, wins and things like that, what everybody's doing that's working, what we can work on together, and then, that's from 11 to 11:45, and then there's different calls that we have during the week, and then I preview property or go on appointments in, like, the afternoon. So, when you get out of that, something changes, my mother's here, you don't go to the gym, which I did do this week, but thankfully, but, calling I needed to help her with certain things, so it just takes you out of your day. We're back today. I have 10 commercials I'm gonna call, but I need this is my I keep this in front of me. I know it's old school, but I have it online too, so my assistant can share and see it, but uh, my pipeline, I keep right here. So to give you guys an idea, and I have to put somebody asked me too, like, "What kind of business do you do?" Like, "We don't even know what you do because you don't put it out." And most of the things I put out are, like, mentoring and such. A good question they asked. So I'm gonna put out probably an Instagram post, like a social media post today, like, "Hey guys, this is what we have going on right now." And I'm gonna put out the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably put out like 6 of the actives I have. I'll do the 5 pendings that I have, and I'll do the close that we have too. You guys can have an idea of what I'm doing. I mean, right now we have about 1, 2, 3.6, 4.6, 5, 550, 650. We have like 6.5 to 6.75 million in active. And pending, we have 1.2, 1.6. Well, it's 1.6 and 1.7, 3.2, 3.3, 3.3, 3.4. So we have 3.4 in pending, and then about a million closed. So that's the pipeline right now. So that's what we have. So I want to call some commercials today. And I'm gonna put that out so you guys can see, like, I don't just sit here and talk and don't list stuff and, you know, I'm like, "Bullshit." I'm not. I actually do good business. And today was payday, so we paid my transaction manager. She's happy. A couple deals are closing, so my TCs will get paid, so that's cool. So that's what we have going on. All right. So let's go look and I want to go through a couple of these commercials that I want to call. Oh, and before I go, do you guys have any questions? Anything you want me to go over today before I start calling these commercials? I have one probate follow-up to do too. Um, I need a new list of probates. The ones that I have, I've already kind of maxed out. We've called them 7, 8 times, and they're just, again, they're just not responding. So I'll probably bring my follow-up boss. So I may pop on and check them maybe next week, a week after, but I want to get a new batch. So yeah. So anything? Okay, cool. Sounds like everybody's ready to rock and roll. So let's rock. Let us rock. The first one we have. This is a $1.2 million. I have not talked to this person yet. He's in his 70s. He does not live in the state. But I first just want to check and see if it's listed. So, oh, don't tell me this puppy's listed. Oh, it's a nice building. It's a medical building. Cool. I know exactly where this is too. Wow. Okay, cool. All right. So he's not listed. What we're gonna do now is just check the MLS real quick, but I'm pretty sure he's off the market based on what I just looked at when I Google the address. So just so that you guys understand the process of what I do when I vet property, I Google it first to make sure that it's not listed on different commercial sites. And then what I'll do is 67, Route 28, Route 22. Nope, so it's not listed on the MLS. And then check the MLS that is where I found the data. Okay. So the data is accurate. He is not listed, which is good. And then there was only 4 10 so he's been trying to sell this for, huh, that's interesting. This was listed for a year. Are you fucking kidding me? A year? And it was with a, okay, this is interesting. This was actually with I think this might be a foreclosure because it looks like it's owned by a bank when I look at the owner. So this may be a problem. Yeah, he's tried to list this thing for years. Okay. Alright, so look, he's not listed. I'm sorry, the property's not listed, so now let's give it a call. The owner is in his 70s, and his name is this is Mr. Farrell. Now, he may not own this and may get angry at me for calling him because it looks like it's owned by a bank, and if he lost it in a foreclosure, then he's gonna be angry that I'm calling him, but that's okay. I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission, you know what I mean? Okay. This is Miss I hear my mother leaving. Again, guys, the reason I'm in this room is because my mom decided to come down for the week with her friend, and they're leaving. They're gonna go to the and then I'm gonna meet them for, brunch, probably at, like, 11:30. So, just bear with me here a minute. I'm gonna go and say goodbye to them. I'm gonna come back and call Mr. Farrell, who's I think he owns the property, but it may be a foreclosure. I think it will be, but let's find out. Just give me a minute. Gotta say goodbye to mom. you're already properly rolled to the diner. Well, come when you're at the diner. What batters? You can't have that. That's one. You can't have that. All right. All right. I love you. I'll see you in a bit. I'll see you in a bit, Kathleen. Yes. We'll okay. All right. Okay. Sorry, guys, but gotta load up the car, and she's going to the dock, and then she's gonna go to get food, and I'm gonna meet her to get food. So there is almost nothing that I would uh, substitute for spending time with my mother. When I know that she wants to spend time, I just drop everything and do that. So, okay, let's call Mr. Farrell. Sorry for the delay, but we are good. And I appreciate y'all hanging in. Get a little bird's eye view into the personal life of Dan the Man. So, okay, this is Mr. Farrell. Here we go. He is in his 70s. That is why we're calling him Mr. Farrell. And let's call. Okay. Oh, when you're also guys are going to before I make the call, you're going to get. I need to speak to my partner, business partner, because we have an offer in on one of the guys. We've had this property in the market for almost a year and a half. There's a lot of remediation that needs to take place. It's an auto body shop. And the problem is buyers don't want to do, they want the property without the remediation needed. But we priced it $300,000 below market because of the remediation. The LSRP gave its number, and oh, I'm sorry. An LSRP is like a company, a person that does analysis on how much remediation is needed and what the cost is. So they're basically the ones that will come up with that number. This number was about 250. We priced it $300,000 below because of the remediation needed underground. Now we finally have somebody that's come to the table with a $900,000 offer on a property that we had listed for $1 million. So you can hear me talk to my partner, and we're going to negotiate that offer. I think that's their final offer though, and it's strong. But the difference is it's not cash. They want the owner to finance three quarters of it at at a specific rate, and the owner has to be okay with it. Remember, sometimes these owners, when they're looking to retire, they want to be done with the property. They don't want to deal with it. This owner is no different. But what this will provide him is cash flow and security, because now we put a lien on the property that the owner is there isn't a lien. The owner is now going to be on the note. And if the buyer decides to default, the owner gets the cash flow that he was getting when the buyer was paying. And then if the owner, or I'm sorry, the buyer defaults and doesn't pay, the owner just keeps the property. Imagine that. Crazy, right? So we're thinking he's going to take it, but we're going to present him the options no matter what, and then we go from there. What does he want to do? Okay. Now let's call Mr. Farrell. I know I keep saying we're going to call him, but we are. We're going to call him now. All right. Okay. Oh shit. Okay. Oh.
Hi, you've reached Bob Farrell. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Good morning, Mr. Farrell. My name is Daniel. I'm actually a commercial agent with Tip Commercial. Sir, I was reaching out to you regarding a property that you were the owner on. It's out in Branchburg, in Route 202. Please give me a call. Today is Friday. It's about 9 o'clock. Just had a couple questions regarding that. My number directly, sir, is 973-255-8714. Thank you. All right, this is a problem. My headset is not linking. Why is this not linking? So the voice on my phone, or I'm sorry, my why just give me a minute. It's not linking up. I don't know why. I think my headset's dying. I It won't link up. Come on, man. Do I need to like here, guys, I'm just gonna uh technology. Yeah, so here's what I think is happening. Sucks, but this is an expense. It's like a $200 headset. Instead of the headset, 'cause what happens is when it links up to the phone, it'll say, connected to iPhone, and it says it in that speed. The speed of the voice in my Bluetooth is saying, "Cannot find iPhone." It's slower. So I think we're on our way out. I have had this headset for about 6 years, so it's a Sennheiser. If you guys know what Sennheiser is, that's the headset, and I will probably buy the same one. Or if anybody here's a great thing. If anybody knows a good Bluetooth headset like this, let me know. I would love to try something new, better. All right, let's see. Let me see if we can link this puppy up. We're gonna try. Yeah, I think this puppy's dying. It is dying. Come on. There it goes. All right, we're connected. Sweet. Just says there's definitely an issue with it. So, all right. So we left a message for him. There's a couple more that I wanted to call. Oh, let's call this probate real quick. Ugh, now it disconnected. Why? Yeah, it's having problems. This headset's having problems. I think it's on its way out. Okay, let's. So this woman, I spoke to her last time I spoke to her. She was in an airport, and I wanted to give her a chance to come back. But let's see. I'm sure she's getting a ton of phone calls. It's ringing. Her name is Paula. Hi, Paula. Hi, Paul. It's Daniel. I spoke to you, I think when you were in the airport, coming home from wherever you were. I think it was on Monday or Tuesday when I spoke. Remember? Okay, good. I just wanted to give you a few days to kind of get home and get your legs underneath you before I gave a ring. I just wanted to follow up with you again. I sent you the info you asked for, by snail mail. And I know that you were also speaking to your the partner about the properties and such. So, yeah, just again looking to connect with you and see do you have any clarity or anything I can help you with before? Um, yeah, Mhm. Yes. So when you say you're meeting with somebody, is it another agent? Okay. And that was the intention here too, is to just kinda connect with you. What we can do is meet with you as well. If you so here's the first question is, are they giving estimates of value on all 3 properties or just the one on, um all 3? Okay. I don't have the addresses for all 3, so if you wanted to give those to me, what I can do is, again, do some prep work for you, and then what we can do is, well, we can connect next week. I'll come and we can meet, and we'll go over together as a team what, each property would realistically be worth, and then you can make the decision that's best for you and your family as far as if you're gonna keep them, if you're thinking you wanna sell them, things of that nature. Would that be okay? Okay. Okay, great. Yeah, so let's do this. I have the one that's on, Avenue E. Oh, okay, so that's not even one of the properties. Okay. Alright, let me do this. Do you have a couple minutes now? I just wanted to, go over, I guess, the addresses and what the properties are so I can really give you a good, accurate assessment of what you would be able to receive on the open market if we were to put them on the market. Okay. No, not is now not a good time? Yeah, what would be a good time today, Paul? Yeah, so you're thinking like maybe 12 PM, would that be okay? Okay. I'm actually gonna, because I don't know if you remember, I have a couple properties that we're helping sellers with over in Boatworks. So I'm gonna be near there anyway. So we don't need to meet today, but I'm familiar with the area, so um, I'll be in there so I can talk to you like around 12 if that would work for you. Okay. And again, I'm Daniel. So the info that you have that I sent you over to your address, that's me. Okay, the one that the yeah. All right, and I'll give you a call around 12. Thanks, Paula. You bet. Okay. Bye bye. All right. Okay. So she's obviously interviewing agents. She's like, yeah, I have your stuff. We can talk. But she said that it's early. She sounded groggy, so it was a little early. So I'm gonna call her at 12. All right. So that's her. So we're gonna do that. So then what I'm gonna do is I put her in here to call at 12 p.m. All right. That was one of the follow ups I wanted to do. All right. Now the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna call some of these commercials. That one was listed. Okay, this one was the property over in Roseland. Okay, this is a 737 Northfield. If I remember this one correctly, I think this one was a dentist office. Yes, this is a dentist office. I actually sold a dentist office a few years back, um, and had a good result. All right, so we're gonna call this property. This is they are definitely over 55, so this is gonna be Ms. Donnie. Let's give her a call. Okay, it's ringing. Come on, come on. No voice. Hi, is this Miss Donnie? My name is Daniel. Miss Donnie, I think we spoke earlier in the week. I was just trying to give a call regarding a commercial property, because we're commercial agents in the area. It was over on Northfield Ave. Right, right. Yeah, and that's the yeah, tho okay, so that was gonna be the reason for the call is when you think that it would be done, so we can give the ring back. So you're thinking about 6 months? Okay, definitely, and just so I know, Miss Donnie, you're definitely thinking about putting it back on the market after the renovations are done? Gotcha. Okay, we'll definitely do that. Can I send you our information just so you know who we are? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Alright. Not taking any she's not in New Jersey right now, which is what she said. But she said, "I already spoke to you. I told you we weren't" well, because what she did is when I called her previously, she said, "Oh, we're not selling it right now," and then hung up. And I said, I didn't even get a chance to kind of respond. So, um, she said, "I'm not in New Jersey right now. We're renovating the whole building. Give me 6 months and then reach back out." So, the golden rule that I use is somebody says, "Call me back in 6." If they say, "Call me back in 2 months," I cut it in half and do 1. Call me back next week, I call them back in 3 days. So that's the golden rule here. So what I'm gonna do is put into my here to call her back. Yeah, there she is. Okay. And then I called yeah, her cell comes up there too. So she's probably getting a lot of phone calls. And that's so call back Ms. Bonnie. And the reason I say she's probably getting a lot of phone calls is on RedX, on my dialer system. May, June, July. We're gonna call it back July 1st. How about that? Her cell phone is coming up there in RedX instead of just me cross-referencing it and getting it on my data mining. It's there. So every agent that uses RedX or even Mojo, because this will probably come up on there too, they're probably calling her because they have her accurate cell phone. So it's all good, no problem. This is the competition that whoops, we deal with this. This is what we have. So we are in competition for this listing. All right, so she's good, and I'm going to write her into my book too. We're going to do July. Just letting you know that's what we're doing. Anybody that I know is a potential listing. I keep. So if they're like, she's definitely going to sell it. So that's why I'm very interested in her. I know she's going to sell. All right, there's a few more calls I need to make, and then again, guys, just so you know, I am Uh, oh, I don't have proof of insurance. Uh, there's only going to be a few calls today. Again, because I have another listing coming up next week, and I have to prep for it, comp it properly. I think the numbers are probably going to bear to about 600, 630 in that ballpark. So, okay. Last one I'm going to do. Oh, who's this? Did I call this? How can we help each other? Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. We have another one here that I do want to call. Oh, and then we got a text message yesterday from another owner who said we're going to be listing it. Give me about a month. Just in the process of getting the tenant out. They have a really like a not good tenant. It's a bad tenant. I shouldn't say not good. They're just a bad tenant. Not bad in the sense of them not paying. They actually pay great. They're just not a good tenant for to have in a building when someone wants to buy it. That's how I can word that. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. So let me get there's a couple more commercials I wanna call, and then there was a couple probates I think I wanted to follow up with. Oh, oh, this is cool. Maybe you get to hear me. This is my commercial partner. All right. We have an offer on, again, one of the properties that year and a half this puppy's been sitting because there's about a quarter million to $300,000 of remediation that needs to be done. The OSRP, who in the commercial world, they are the ones that determine what the remediation is and how much it'll cost. The buyers that we've encountered, it's gonna have to be so the first thing is when we know that there's remediation like that, has to be a cash buyer, because any financing is gonna make you remediate before they'll fund the deal. So what it does is it eliminates a good portion of the population that wanna buy it because you gotta have cash. You can't so, they accepted if we can do 5-year term. Ah, so, uh, okay. He just said okay. Just so you guys know, remember I mentioned that it is gonna be my back is fucking barking. I'm gonna go into the kitchen in a minute because now my mother's never gone. Uh, the buyer wants to do owner financing, and the reason that they wanna do owner financing, just so you guys understand the parameters of this deal, and if you guys get deals like this, because this is gonna be residential too, if you're gonna assume a mortgage, um, this will be informational for you too. It doesn't only have to be commercial, it can be residential too. The reason he wants to owner finance it is I don't think that he's gonna be able to get a mortgage, or I'm sorry, he doesn't have the cash, the $1,000,000 cash to pay for the property, but he really wants it. So a way around that, because he doesn't have $1,000,000 in cash, is to say, "Well, if I have 250 that I can put down as a down payment, that goes right to the seller, so they get a quarter million off of the $1,000,000 list price, and then you owner finance the rest." So it's as if the buyer is getting a mortgage, he is, it's just not a traditional bank. It's the seller, and then we determine the terms, how long it's gonna be. Now, usually, we don't do anything longer than, like, 5 years, 7 years, but so the owner initially wanted, um they wanted to do a 10-year term. Like, the buyer wanted to owner finance this over 10 years, and let's be real, the owners are retiring, they are older, and they could use the bulk of the money, and the cash flow is good, but they want this, yeah, they just wanna be done with it. So they kicked back to us and said, "If the terms are okay, we have an interest rate agreement, and we have a price agreement. We don't have a term agreement because the owners don't wanna do 10 years. So, if we can do the owners just said if we can do 5 years, we're good. So the seller has to pay off the owner financing in 5 years, which they will be able to do with the income that they'll generate from the property itself. And then they just assume the remediation that's needed. So basically what's happening is they're getting a property that's going to keep appreciating, and then as the remediation that the seller started to do takes effect, it's the that 250 or $300,000 remediation amount is gonna drop because what they've already done to the property is working, but it needs more. So now you have a property that they can do that as time goes on. That's the good part. So every party wins, but the buyer has to agree to a 5-year term. So my partner's gonna present that, and then if they're good, we're good. And that's what we're gonna get. That's what we get. So that's owner financing, guys, in a nutshell. If you get somebody who's an owner that's willing to do it, and then a buyer that actually presents it, that's what we have. So, okay. That said, we're gonna call one more. Where is it? I wanted to call this guy. Okay, so this is March. There we go. I was looking for March. That's what I wanted. Where's the one that I wanted to call? There's John 23. That's too cheap. We're not gonna do that. This is the one I think it was. All right, this is almost 1,000,000. No, no, it's a specific. We're not gonna call that. All right, this is the last one I'm gonna call. This is a $1,600,000 in New Jersey, in Clifton. I think I actually spoke to this guy too. Let's check it. All right, where's my notes? No, I did not. So this gentleman is a doctor. I've left him a message. So we're gonna call him again. All right, so here we go. We're gonna call him now. He is in. It's the Friday before Memorial Day. Maybe he's not in the office and he answers. You know, let's see. It's not ringing, and I dialed it, so it might go right to voicemail. Let's see. Yeah, right to voice. Yeah, we're gonna leave a message. It is his phone because he says this is Dr. Ravel. Good morning, Dr. Raval. My name is Daniel, commercial agent here with Tip Commercial. Sir, just reaching out to you regarding a building that looked like it was for sale in Clifton. My partner and I would love to just grab you for a couple minutes and just discuss what happened with the building and why it didn't sell, because it does look like a really nice commercial property. Okay. The number is 973-255-8714. Again, I'm Daniel and I'm with Tip Commercial. We're commercial agents in the area. It is Friday. It's about 9:30. Thank you, sir. All right. No, we're gonna get a call back. We definitely are. I know we will with him. Um, we definitely will. So what I'm gonna do is now just say we left a message, and then we put his number. Okay. I'm feeling good. Maybe we'll do one more. Um, I'm gonna call him on Wednesday. Okay. No, we're not gonna call him. I'm not gonna call that. We already spoke to him. He's gonna be listing with us. Where is this one? We listed him. That's the one I was looking for. Here it is. Got it. All right. He is listed already. Shit. That sucks. That sucks. Ooh, I don't think this guy is though. No. Yeah, she put back on market. I'm just going through some of the older listings that I have that I know went back on the market, or that I think they did. I'm trying to find one that's a good one. Yeah, I think we've run the course, guys. Yeah. And I know that some of you have said that you want to just watch, like, what do I do? Like stream my day, like what I do, after I prospect. Today's a lighter day because I don't have uh, different leads to call today. I could call those probates again, but they're not bearing fruit. And I have to today I need to get I'm doing a seminar in not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after, June 4th, on the listing presentation. I'll stream it live, but I'm going to go over it, my listing presentation with everybody. I'm gonna share it with you guys. I'll go over it question by question, why I'm asking it, and normal seller responses to them. And it's I'm not gonna say it's foolproof. It's my presentation. It's the one that my mentor gave to me, and I changed a little bit of it to tailor to me because I'm not him, and it increased my business. I think the first year I started using it, I doubled my business. doubled my income, and then the following year, I doubled it again. So I doubled my income twice just by using this listing presentation. So, and then it's consistently, just bared fruit for me over the years to where now I'm teaching it to the agents that are in my organization, and they're going and they're listing property like crazy now. I have 2 of them right now that are one of them's gonna probably do about 30,000,000. He's a young, hungry agent, and the other one closed like an $8,000,000 commercial portfolio, and he's 22 years old, 21 years old. So, I'll share it with y'all when I do these seminars. So, the reason I'm sharing this with you is I have to prep the slide deck for it. So, I just haven't had the time to do it because I prospect at 11 and 12, then I eat, and other stuff comes up during the day, and it's like every day goes by, and I'm not doing it. So, I have to make time for it, and that time is gonna be now. So, um, and again, guys, that's a big reason why I'm not like a 100 deal a year to 150 deal a year agent. I'm just not, because I have other things that I do, and again, when my mother comes here, I'll drop everything. "Hey, let's share some time together and spend some time. You wanna go out and eat, whatever you wanna do, like, I'm here to do it with you," because I don't see her very often. So, even though she lives an hour and 40 minutes from me, I don't see her maybe twice a month. So, that's why. But there are other agents that do that kind of business that they are machines, and you can't do what I did today, which is which is yesterday, take a day off basically to help my mom with DMV and then go out and grab food and just share time with her. If you're gonna be a 200 deal a year agent, 150 deal a year agent, you're not doing that, and I know my lane. That's more important to me than 150 deals or 100 deals. Just is. But if you're looking to do I'm on pace now to probably do like 20,000,000 this year in volume. You wanna do that? I'm your guy. I'll coach you and teach you how to do that. And when the website comes out, I'm gonna talk about it here, but that's my lane. Somebody who's doing 100 deals a year, that's not. That'd probably be my mentor. But you gotta start to get to that point. If you're doing 10, 15 deals a year, and then you're saying next year I'm gonna do 100, like, that's not realistic. You're not gonna do it. Sorry, guys. It's not realistic. It's an inaccurate assessment, realistic assessment of reality. If you can increase your business 25% a year, year over year, you'll double your business every 4 years. That's a recipe for success. But you need to have a whole mindset change, internal change to go from 20 deals to 100. Everything needs to change, everything. What you do, who you speak to, who you spend time with, what your day looks like, what you're putting in your body, in your mind, what time you go to bed, what time you get up, how often you go out with your friends. All of that shit changes if you wanna go to 100 deals to 150 deals. All of it. And I am at an age and at a point in my life where that's just not that important to me. Quality of life and quality of time is, income is, I'm having one of my regular years, and I'm happy with that. I'm happy with doing 15, 20,000,000 a year. I'm happy with it. I can take listings at 900,000 at 3%, 600,000 at 4%. If I keep doing that 2, 3 times a month, then, I'm pretty good. You do the math. That's good for me. And then with the agents that I coach and mentor, that's obviously I'm changing their life, and they're helping mine too. So, it all works out, guys. That's how the reciprocal circular method of life works. It's all in a circle. You give, then you receive, then you give, then you receive. Receive just as important as giving, because when you receive, you're blessing the person who's giving to you. So, food for thought, guys. Food for thought. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, again, I need to get on the phone with my, transaction manager. She's like she's my everything. She's my assistant, she's my TM, and what we're gonna do is I'm going to pull out slides from a slide deck that I have. So I'm gonna create the slide deck first. Then what I'm gonna do is create a flyer for the listing presentation seminar, okay? And then once I have the flyer, I'm gonna send it to the lender that's gonna be sponsoring it and the title company that's gonna be sponsoring it. And then what they do is they invite agents, and then I present to them listing presentation. If they have any questions about me and my business and what I'm doing, and how they want to get in my orbit, we're good. So listen, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's boring. You guys don't want. I mean, do you want me to stay on while I do that? I can. I'll I'll, I'll default to y'all. All right. Well, it doesn't sound like it. So yeah, that's all good, guys. And again, it's to me, it's boring. I don't think, and I wouldn't. If people want me to stream my day to day tasks with my assistant and stuff like that, I can. I don't mind doing it. But what I want to do now is move to the where I normally work, which is the kitchen area, and then I'm going to speak to her. So I'm going to end today and say, if anybody has any questions or anything you heard, let me know. And if not, I'm gonna wish y'all a very happy holiday weekend for those in the States. It's Memorial Day weekend. I will be back on Tuesday. I probably will not be streaming on Monday. I don't know yet. I shouldn't say that. That's not true. I might work Monday morning. I have to see. I don't know. So we'll see. Anybody got anything before I go? Questions, comments? Okay, I guess not. All right, y'all. Enjoy the weekend. Just gonna say, enjoy the weekend. Appreciate you all. Cool. In the words of me, peace, I'm out of here.